Joseph Kursky here with you, comparing the size of states using the ArcGIS API. Do a search on these terms or look at this blog post of mine. Let's use it to compare states. What about North and South Dakota? They're not exactly the same size. Click on North Dakota in this app and place it on South Dakota. You can see that North Dakota is a little bit wider north-south, but east-west, South Dakota has the edge. South Dakota is a bit larger or wider east-west than North Dakota. Fascinating to be able to do this. Why do we want to do this? We want to teach core concepts in geography. We want to teach about size and relationships, positions, latitude, longitude, and scale being the most predominant. I can also use the app to click on South Dakota, then drag it up into North Dakota, and you can see that, okay, yeah, North Dakota is a bit wider north-south, but South Dakota is larger east-west. So if I try to put South Dakota on North Dakota, I've got a little bit of Minnesota and Montana overlapping. Fascinating to be able to do this. Lots of different states you can compare. Let's look around at some other states. What about, speaking of north-south, what if we compared South Carolina to North Carolina? Now that's a bit more obvious than South and North Dakota. South Carolina is obviously, even with the naked eye, smaller than North Carolina. And indeed, if I drag North Carolina onto South Carolina, it's not exactly nesting inside, but North Carolina is much wider east-west than South Carolina. Indeed, South Carolina only has two states that it borders, Georgia and North Carolina, whereas North Carolina borders Virginia, Tennessee, Georgia, and South Carolina. So comparing states with this app to teach about scale and size. Wonderful to do this.